Greenscape Energy has been offering their services 20 plus years. They are what we would consider a legacy business. To someone who is not familiar with them, first thing I would say, they are innovative, persistent, and they understand the value of connectivity to the community that they really serve. Greenscape Energy offers energy efficient services that would include lighting, auditing, that would include weatherization, solar installation. So anything that can be characterized under the heading of energy efficiency, Greenscape offers that. For instance, Howard University, a prominent HBCU, Greenscape Energy did a solar project there. The Washington National Cathedral, Greenscape Energy did a lighting efficient project there. Metro, our rapid transit system, Greenscape Energy installed efficient lighting in many of those stations.
One of the things that Greenscape Energy brings to the table is that they know multiple aspects of program management and program delivery. When a utility puts a program draft together, they will typically seek input from multiple stakeholders. They're very engaged on the customer side. They're also very engaged with the regulatory and the political groups that are involved in the programs as well. Having all those different viewpoints, they become really a very invaluable, trusted advisor.
The single ingredient that distinguishes Greenscape from some of their competitors is that they're embedded in the community in which they serve.
Most of the neighbors in the neighborhood are retirees. I know quite a few people that are struggling right now. I found quite a bit personally challenging. Basically like trying to keep the temperature in the house to stay cool, which probably was a product of affecting the high cost of my utility bill. There were several services that Greenscape provided for me. The upgrade of the water heater to electric, a brand new thermostat, and the upgrade of my outside unit. I have seen a tremendous change. First and foremost, the 50% drop in my bills, if not more. The fact that I am warmer in the wintertime and cooler in the summer. I'm now able to take that extra that I was spending to do more. I felt like Greenscape Energy understood my needs. Guess they treated me like family. And even today, if I have a question, they give me the answer.
When you're designing a program, bringing the community connection to the design phase is critically important because companies like Greenscape, who are based in the community, can readily identify and communicate the message to those who ultimately would be the beneficiaries.
Our partnership with Greenscape Energy started, like with most partnerships, a conversation. We found great synergy in how our workforce development programming and Greenscape Energy's commitment towards workforce development could come together and train community members in this growing field. One of the most perfect examples of this has to do with our solar and battery backup installation. Greenscape actually developed a curriculum that doesn't exist. Greenscape Energy was able to employ individuals from the training to install the solar and battery backup at this resilience hub. What we were able to do together was we were able to put back funding into our operations and programming. As a result of those savings,
one of the things that we found appealing about Greenscape Energy, they know what works, what doesn't work, and the fact that they had expansion plans, also had vision for future training facilities, showed that they were really committed to this community. So one of the things that TRC does is that we're a national energy efficiency program implementer. We don't have the ability to go into people's homes. That was what Greenscape brought to the table. They knew the market, they knew the stakeholders that should be engaged in helping promote these programs. And so that was the piece that really we didn't have in-house. We immediately felt that having a DC headquartered business that was diverse and that knew energy efficiency programs would be better for the customer. And we would want to partner with that type of company. Greenscape Energy's community-centered model can be replicated in other areas. The elements of a program are the same. You got outreach, you got back office, you got field services. We will be taking that model to other areas in the future.
The opportunity to create a cleaner, more sustainable environment, in doing so, enhancing the local economy in which they're operating in. So that means more revenue for local government.
Once you increase someone's economic buying power, that translates into a family structure. Families make up communities.
There's a multiplier effect. And at the end of the day, you have a happier resident, you have a happier government, you have a happier planet.